Byron, my name is Steven. I talked to Tracy a little bit earlier today. She said to go ahead and shoot you this video and send it on over. Now, in this video, I'm going to be going over three things that will help your website start showing up before your competitors when people are searching for your services online, right? We also redo and rebuild websites as well. But the three things I'm going to be going over are content, citations, and backlinks. And I'm going to explain why they're so important and what you can do on each of these fronts to actually get to where you need to be. Now, content is everything on your homepage. Now, Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on the home pages of these service-based industry websites. Now, what this does is it gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all the buyer intent keywords. That's basically the keyword phrases that people are searching for when they're searching for your services online. So what I did first is I went ahead and pulled up one of the main competitors in the Asheville area for HVAC, and that's Gentry Service Group. And I went ahead and put them into a tool I use called SE Ranking. Now, this tool basically gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google uses to rank websites. Okay, so currently gentryservice.com is being found for 753 keywords right here. And over the past 30 days, their website was clicked on just over 400 times. Now, I went ahead and put your website into the same tool here, csanc.com. Your site is currently being found for 9 keywords, and it was clicked on 11 times in the past 30 days. So what we can do is we'll go back to our competitor here, and this tool allows us to click on this keywords number here, right here. The 753, that's going to bring up all 753 of their keywords that they're being found for. Now, we're not concerned with most of these, but there are some that are key here that we want to look for. Like HVAC Asheville is a huge one. Like that term was searched nearly 600 times this in the past month. HVAC repair Asheville NC, another 110 times. So we're looking for what we call buyer intent location based keywords, and we can filter these out and find all the ones that are relevant for your site and your locations and get them on your website, because the first things first, we want Google to be able to find you for the services that you provide and the services that people are looking for. So let's go ahead and look at your keywords. We can click on that 9 there, which I did, and that's going to bring up your 9 keywords. So you have Air Asheville, Asheville NC HVAC contractors. Now you have a lot of the control specialists, right? So you have a lot of branded, and that's good, but only people that know you are going to be searching for you specifically, right? So we want to get these terms on here that people are searching for when they're searching for your services, so Google knows to pull you up, right? So you don't have a lot of those main ones with all the search volume in it. So that's the first thing, right? The foundation is your content. You need to get that right for everything else to work. Next, I'm going to be going over what we call citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like HVAC, Asheville NC, or even air conditioner repair, whatever it may be, studies have shown that anywhere between 40 to 60% of those people are clicking on one of these businesses in this section here. This is the map pack. This has to do with your Google business profile. Now, 3 of these are what we call organic results, right? These don't change unless they get outranked, which I'm going to explain how that's done. The sponsored is an ad. This is hit or miss. Sometimes it's going to show up, sometimes it's not, and most people don't click on ads. So to get into the top 3 here, most people believe that the driving factor are reviews, but that's not the case. It plays a small factor, right? But the main drivers here are 2 things: proximity and citations. Now, proximity, you don't really have much control over unless you move, right? But you're in Asheville, I believe, or even if you're around there, you are eligible to get ranked in here. Now, citations, we have plenty of control over. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Some examples of citations, or these directories rather, are like Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Yellow Pages. Now there's a bunch of them. Even some Facebook acts is one, right? And um, yeah, and you want to be in at least like the top 100 to 150 directories, and a lot of them you want them industry relevant, right? So you can I would like research the top 100 HVAC directories, and then in general the top 100 directories for citation building. You can Google that and you'll get these lists, and you just want the more of those you're in, the better, right? And the more you're likely you're going to get ranked in this top three. But these days, and a lot of businesses don't know this, AI uses this information too, but there's what we call three core data aggregators. Okay, you want to go ahead and Google this, and you'll the three will come up. You want to go ahead and get verified in these, right? There's a small fee, but it's completely worth it. Once you're verified in these aggregators, they take your information and push it to hundreds of other apps, directories, and GPS systems. And this creates data consistency across these platforms, which is a huge trust factor when it comes to AI, right? And they're more likely to go ahead and refer you when people are searching for you on these platforms like ChatGPT and Google Gemini. Now, underneath the map pack is Google's organic search results list. The number one spot here captures anywhere between 30 to 50% of all clicks, and this is just to this one position. Whereas the 40 to 60 in the map pack is split in between these three businesses. This is 30 to 50% all to this position. Now, the main driver here are what we call backlinks. Now, when we're speaking of backlinks, you have it's essentially when you have websites out there, and say for example some of these websites have a link on one of their pages that when that link is clicked it links back to your website. These are backlinks, and Google uses backlinks as like an online referral system. And the more relevant that these websites are that are linking back to your website, the better. So say for example you have a local blog page or even a popular industry site that's linking back to your website, that's what's actually going to help push your website up in this organic list. Okay, so let's go back. I want to show you something here. This is that tool I showed you earlier, and this is our competitor, Gentry, right? Before we were looking at their traffic and their keywords. Now I want to look at this section over here with where it says referring domains and backlinks. Now, to be clear, it's through your content, primarily your keywords, that Google is able to find you for what these people are searching for. But once they find you, they've got to determine where they're going to place you on these lists. And that's all dependent on your backlinks, primarily the referring domain. It's where you're getting your backlinks from that's the most important, because that's what's driving up. It's the relevance and popularity of these sites that's what's driving them up in the rankings. Okay, so we have the ability to click. Well, first let's go ahead and see what your backlinking looks like. You currently have 80 backlinks coming from 39 other websites. They call them referring domains here. Our number one competitor has over 1,000 backlinks coming from nearly 300, right? So it's a bit of a disparity in numbers, but luckily it's not about the number so much. It's about the relevance of these sites. So we can click on that 293. It's going to bring up all 293 of the websites they're getting backlinks from, and it would benefit you greatly if you were to get a list like this. And there's 15 pages, right? Go down the list, and over time, go ahead and acquire backlinks from all these same websites. If you were to do this, and this is assuming at this point that your content and your keywords were right, you would eventually put yourself in contention for the number one spot here. Now, to get yourself into that number one spot and keep it is once you do that, month over month, just add more backlinks, between 10 to 20 backlinks a month from other reputable, relevant websites, and you will take over that number one spot. Now, just to recap what we covered, first thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words of content on your homepage with the right keywords, the right amount of keywords. Second is going to be citations. That has to do with your Google business profile up here. You want to be in those top 100 to 150 directories for citation building and industry related directories as well. And you can Google that. On top of that, go ahead and get verified in the 3 core data aggregators. Lastly, our backlinks. You need more relevant websites linking back to your website to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in and around the Asheville area. Now, like I said at the beginning, you can take this information and implement it yourself. I think I said that. If not, you can. You can this video. You don't have to reach back out to me if you don't want to, of course. But this is information that you can implement yourself. But if you'd rather just contact me, my name is Steven. I live right here in North Carolina. You can give me a call at 910-551-2006 or just simply respond back to this email. But either way, Byron, I appreciate your time, and I hope you stay warm this week, and hope you get good business because of it too. All right, take care. Bye.